Parasites. Parasites are small insects or worms that burrow under the skin to live or lay their eggs. There are some parasites that live on the skin or cause skin rashes, such as scabies, head lice, and bedbugs. Scabies is an infestation of mites or tiny insects that burrow into the skin where they lay eggs and hatch a few days later. Scabies can affect people of any age, any race, and any social class, and is common all over the world. Symptoms include severe itching, a rash with small red bumps, and scaly or crusty skin. Typically, the rash is on the hands, between the fingers, on the inner wrists, the belt line, thighs, belly button, groin, around the breasts, and or in the armpits. And this is what scabies can typically look like. Treatment usually involves applying a medicated cream or lotion to the entire body. All bedding, towels, and clothing must be washed in hot water and dried in a hot dryer. Anything that cannot be washed must be placed in a plastic bag for a week. All family members must be treated at the same time. If you've had any skin-to-skin contact with your client during the infectious period, which is 1 to 2 months before they have symptoms, you may need to be treated as well, so speak to your doctor and your supervisor. If symptoms are still there after 2 to 4 weeks, the client may need to be retreated. Head lice are small insects that live in the hair and feed on blood from the human scalp. Symptoms can include itching on the scalp, neck, and ears, the presence of lice on the scalp, the presence of lice eggs or nits on the hair shafts, and sores on the scalp, neck, and shoulders. In order to understand how to treat head lice, it's important to understand the life cycle of the head louse. A head louse is a tan or gray insect about the size of a strawberry seed. They can be quite difficult to see in the hair, particularly in darker hair. The female louse produces a sticky substance to attach an egg to the base of a hair shaft, around 3/16 of an inch from the scalp. It goes through 3 stages: the eggs, which hatch after 6 to 9 days, the nymph, which is an immature louse that matures in around 9 to 12 days, and an adult louse, which can live for 3 to 4 weeks and lays 6 to 10 eggs per day. In order to spread head lice, you must have direct head-to-head contact, as head lice cannot jump and cannot fly. Indirect transmission is not common, but it can happen by sharing hats and scarves, brushes and combs, hair accessories, headphones, pillows, towels, and upholstery, and if hats, scarves, or jackets are hung on the same hook. Head lice are treated by applying a medication to the head that kills adult lice and nymphs, but this medication cannot kill the eggs. So it must be reapplied 9 to 10 days later to treat any eggs that hatch. Nits can be removed by wetting the hair, applying conditioner, and combing the hair with a very fine-toothed comb called a nit comb, and repeating every 3 to 4 days for 2 weeks until no more lice are found. Wash bedding, stuffed animals, and clothing in hot soapy water and dry in a hot dryer. Soak combs, brushes, and hair accessories in hot soapy water for 10 minutes. Any items that cannot be washed should be sealed in a plastic bag for 2 weeks. Vacuum the floor and any upholstered furniture. And have someone knowledgeable in head lice identification inspect your scalp for the presence of lice or nits to see if you should be treated as well. Bedbugs are small, red-brown insects that live in beds and bite the exposed skin of sleeping humans and animals. Typically, they're not a skin parasite, as they don't live on or in the skin of humans, but they cause a particular skin reaction due to the bites of the insects. Symptoms of bedbugs are red spots with a darker red spot in the middle, itching, spots are arranged in a rough line or cluster. They're usually located on the face, neck, arms, and hands. And some people may have no reaction at all to bedbugs, while others might have a severe reaction. This is what bedbugs can typically look like. Since bedbugs do not live on the body, no specific treatment is required beyond creams or medications to help with itching. Bed bugs are notoriously difficult to get rid of in the house, and typically a professional exterminator is required. Many times the bed bugs will infest an entire apartment building, so even if the bugs are killed in the client's apartment, the infestation will come back. If your client has a bed bug infestation, you can protect yourself by wearing an isolation gown, gloves, and a hairnet, and change your clothing before entering the house. Bed bugs are killed by high heat or freezing, so washing your work uniform in high heat will kill any bed bugs present.